Hi, this is Graham Jeacocke. How do people build people up? I mean, what does that mean? Now, let me illustrate. If you have a person who's overweight, now, their reflection of life or themselves might not be that great, and that's why they're obese. So, you have to build them up. You have to motivate them. You have to get something that connects with their emotions, their feelings, who they think they are, where they belong to in this world. Okay? That's what a coach does. Or rather, that's what sports instructors do. Now, I want to contrast two things here. Building people up, okay? On the one side, we have the Bible, okay? And on the other side, we have what I think is, well, the majority of people like it. I like it, but I'm going to be honest about it. Now, what is it? It's knowledge. All the games that tests a person's knowledge, all the facts that a person can know on any subject. Now, it is amazing what people can know or remember, but there is no connection that these facts have with me to make my understanding of who I am or where I am or where I'm going solid. All it does is try and explain what people see or what people understand about the mechanism behind what people see. Now, the downside to this, though, is let's take a group of 6 people. They all have varying abilities of remembering. Okay? Now, when you play, you could play games, okay? Or you could go on TV shows like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, Mastermind, all these kind of shows that sets an individual up high by congratulating them on what they've achieved. But the problem with this is it doesn't build people up all the time. It brings people down because it separates people that somehow they've acquired more knowledge, and it makes people feel worthless. They have no value. Now, let's take the Bible. Now, at the moment, I read the whole Bible every month, okay? This month, I'm speaking it, and I'm on Exodus, okay? Now, there's going to be a link, or rather not a link, there's going to be another video all about vices, like sex, and how what I've learnt by reading the Bible, how it can motivate you the right way. And that's going to be a future video. Now, the outcome of reading the whole Bible every month is that if someone has a question, okay, or I have a question myself about what I'm reading, I have a minimum of 32 days to find the answer or to get something in the text that will get me thinking. So if any of you have a question, I'll take a minimum of 32 days to look out something to reply. So what does this have to do with what I'm talking about? Well, it's like these shows, they ask you a question and you answer them. Now, I'm not memorizing, but recalling the verses from the Bible. So it's the equivalent to learning all this information on different subjects of earthly knowledge. However, if I quote passages, the difference is that it can build you up. It can give you a strong footing of where you belong in this world. That is the point. You see, I'm not against knowledge as knowledge. I'm up against that it brings people down, it separates them, it puts people higher up. But when you quote the Bible, it can give power to the most oppressed individual. Now, atheists, in theory, love to cling on to that idea of rescuing people from oppression, because that's what they always fight for in the real world. Now, but where they do not fight in the real world is their understanding of the nature of the world. The Bible is the real world because it explains exactly what exists. Unfortunately, it is the non-believers, or not all non-believers, because some people can believe in certain beings, and I'm talking just generally here. People refuse to accept the realities of life. Okay? And this is the problem. If you do not accept the realities of life, you are living in a dream world, not a real world. The Bible justifies the existence of what is going on behind the scenes. You see, science and nature cannot demonstrate what's going on behind the scenes, because science is only limited to the ingenuity of human beings' imagination to create tools and machines or methods to measure certain things in the world. So, quoting the Bible can build you up personally. That is of paramount importance in everybody's lives. Because if we're in this a problem where COVID is getting even the cleverest minds all frustrated, and the result being that we are having to change the way we interact with people. then we have to take a different approach. We have to get stability despite the instability of the world. Now, an illustration of this would be a boat on the water. Now, the water reflects the instability that COVID is giving the world, okay? It's never going to be a still, calm water. But the boat that holds the people has to have the integrity to stay afloat, just like the integrity of Noah's Ark. And it was God that protected Noah, not the ark. So there you go. I think that's all I want to say on the matter. So until the next video, have a nice day.